Last we left off, you took the thug that you had captured to Devessa, and she locked him up in a secure holding cell. Gat, wanting to make extra sure, that no one came in to tamper with the witness, snuck into the cell via wild shape and slept on the ground in front of the cell. After a long night's rest, you all woke to meet Devessa, to speak with the prisoner, only to find him dead from the same tooth caps filled with poison that you had seen on the 10 trails where you were first attacked. You quickly found that Torga had fled town, last being seen headed out the north gate, headed towards Targos. After you acquired some sled dogs, you took chase, only to be ambushed by some flying arrows from an abandoned tower just off the trail. We resume after everyone rolled initiative. Are you, first off, I should ask whether or not you're going to engage.
Yeah,
I know Gat said that you were going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was planning on going past unless somebody got into dire scrapes.
Okay. I am... What are the rest of you doing? This is a combat-like situation where shit is happening now. For every moment of inaction, there will be more opportunities for arrows to come flying down.
No, we're going in. We got to clear this off the road. This is dangerous for travelers.
Who is that? Is that Zoseph or is that
Yeah, that's me.
Is that Barond?
Oh. Oh, I mean, I don't think I can. I'm not close enough to anybody to talk to them, am I? Are we like dog sledding forth? And these arrows are coming down at us.
I mean, you could always yell really loud. You don't have to by any means, but
I'll let my actions speak for me, and I'm just gonna point my sled in that direction.
Alrighty.
I think I'm in back, so if I see them, I'll be like, well, darn.
If I see them, I'm going to swing around and go for it, but it's a question of if I can control the dogs and get them to stop.
Always just jump off.
Tuck and roll.
Alrighty. Sariel, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna follow suit or are you gonna try to go past? It's up to you.
I won't leave the group behind.
You don't leave the group behind. Alrighty. We are gonna go through the first round of combat. As you're getting closer, you can hear goblins shouting in the distance. Sounds like, oh, you guys aren't even on that map yet, are you? Yeah, you are.
I'm at like a tower, yeah.
Okay, perfect. You can hear goblins shout.
All their tokens? Am I supposed to?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can see their heads poking up on the top of the tower, as well as a large stick-like silhouette being carried from one end to the other and then being lowered down into a large ballista. And that is the goblin boss's turn. Baron, it is your turn.
Alright, how fast am I on these?
You are 50 feet. I don't think they have speed, but I did the math. Dog sleds travel 6 miles per hour. Rounded all that up to 6 seconds worth of movement is 52 feet, but I'm just going to round it to 50.
Yeah, good research. How high is this wall over here?
Judging from that distance, you'd probably say that, it's about 8 to 10 feet.
Okay.
You do see an opening, like some stairs towards,
Yeah, up here.
the top, yeah.
Alright, let's go. We're gonna move and dash, and I'm gonna make a bunch of hand gestures in the air as I go forth
Okay.
to rally my gang,
Okay.
We have a
my
turn order.
team.
I don't know why it's not showing up for you
Oh,
guys. I'm
okay.
looking at it, but
It's because you changed the maps after we rolled the initiative.
Yeah,
It's a
initiative's
glitch
tied
in
to
roll
map.
20.
it's still showing up on mine.
Yes, it's a glitch in roll 20. When you change maps after you've rolled initiative, it does not show initiative to the rest of us.
For shit's sake. Okay, how about oh wow, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, let me just take a
I mean, we can
screenshot
throw
of
our
this.
Tokens on. If you can just type them in real quick.
Okay. Yeah, let me remove all turns. Okay. Go ahead and put your tokens in. Actually, I'll just put them in. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Alright, Goblin had 9. Goblin Boss had 18. Baron had 15. Sariel had 12. Gat with 10.
So Baron did a dash on his dog sled. Is that a thing? I was just wondering.
Movement twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say yeah. He whipped it and got him going. Okay, Baron, that ends your turn then? Or are you doing something else?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I do my hand motion. I say, we gotta take them hard and fast.
Nice. Alrighty, Sariel.
I guess I'll follow Baron. So. Actually, I might only go 30 feet instead of 60 feet, or however far the dog sled will get
50.
me. So instead of so instead of a dash, 100 feet, I'll go 50, and then I'll cast Armor of Agathis on myself
Okay.
at level 1.
Alrighty, Gat.
Yeah. Same dealio. I'm gonna use 100
Down the
feet of
hole.
movement.
Yeah.
You said 50, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna
Yeah, that's fine.
come get right up here with Baron. I assume I've parked my sled and gotten off of it at this point.
Yeah. I mean, you haven't necessarily tied them off or anything, so it is a combat scenario with non-trained dogs, so we have no idea how this could fully end up without somebody. But okay, is that all you're gonna do for your turn?
I guess I'll,
have-
I'll bonus action Shillelagh.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Movement. Can move 30 feet. They won't have line of sight. Okay, that one is going to move there.
Is it not me before the goblins? Because I've got the higher.
It is.
Okay,
That's right.
thanks.
Go ahead. I didn't get those switched around before. Actually, I don't even see your token on the map. I must have missed you. Okay. Go ahead, Quincy. What are you gonna do?
Alright, sorry, it's discovered me push to talk shortcut thing in. Is this guy behind cover?
No. There's actually one section of the tower that's kind of damaged, looking from like previous war. You can see some of the rubble fallen below, and he is standing there, looking out at you guys.
I'm going to jump off my dog, take cover behind this log, and I'm going to take a shot at that guy.
Okay.
24 hit?
Yes, 24 definitely hits. Alrighty, 12 points of damage.
No, 5 points.
Oh, because you don't have sneak attack. Yeah, you're right.
I wondered why the hell it was rolling 3 dice.
It just always does it.
Yeah, I realised.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Well,
It's always dark, Todd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's part of the issue, is we're trying to bring the light back.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
use bonus action to hide.
Okay. Alrighty, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Yeah, after you shoot this arrow, just a puff of snow just coming up, masking your area, and you're no longer visible behind that stump. It is now the goblin's turn. One of them is going to walk over here. What is your range, Miss Sariel? Out in the open. And Whimsy out in the open. Okay, both I think within that 80-foot range. It is. Okay, so Sariel, you're going to take one attack from the short bow.
Okay.
24 to
definitely
hit.
hits.
Every time. I just do it every time. 5 points of piercing damage, and next one's going to go towards Whimsy. 7 to hit. That misses.
Was that not a crit?
It was a crit, it was just...
Yeah, 3
Really
plus
low
2.
roll.
I mean, they're goblins.
Little guys.
Yeah. Whimsy and Sariel, you can see the other 4 goblins, all short bows drawn like 1 foot up onto the ledge of this tower, looking over, waiting to see the other 2 poke their heads out. And now we'll go to Whimsy's turn.
Okay. So I am going to get my dogs over to here, and I'll roll off so that I'm hiding behind that log.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Fairy Fire. I can see into the area. So yeah. So I'll get, if you don't mind me drawing. Oh. That area. Fairy Fire.
Okay. Let's see here. Make it a little more visible for me. Alrighty, what is it? Dexterity saving throws or something like that? Yep, 14. We're gonna go. We'll go top to bottom, left to right. So it's gonna be the orc first. Orc dexterity saving throw 9, so that's a fail. Let's see what I can put on there. I'll just put a purple. Got it. Okay. Goblin next at the top. Dexterity save 13, fail. Next one below it 4, fail. Goblin boss 12, all fails. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So now you can get those sneak attack.
That everybody within that, people attacks made against it have advantage, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
and they can't be invisible.
And that area is lit up.
Okay. Got it.
And it's violet light.
Violet?
Yeah, I get to choose.
No, violent.
Violent light.
Violet.
It also
Violet.
it would also cling to the ballista, so assuming we can attack that, we'd have advantage on it.
Yeah. Objects automatically fail to save
Perfect.
when they're lit up.
Yeah, for sure. I dig it. Does that end your turn?
Yeah. Yep, that's an action.
Alrighty.
And I'm hiding behind there, but I am looking up. My head is above, so.
Okay. So I'll give you some cover if there were to be any attacks made against you, but for the purposes of combat, you are not hidden. Alrighty. Those of you that are kind of near the wall, you hear a deeper voice from up above. What do we do? They're too close. We can't get them with the ballista anymore. I don't know. Man the stairs. And you hear just the clanging of steel as something heavy slams up against a stone. Let's.
With fairy fire, can we judge like where they're moving? Like, can I tell that they're moving to the backside of the tower?
I think as far as line of sight goes, it would be really difficult. The wall that you're standing in front of is 10 feet tall, and you're right up against it. So visibility of even things on the tower is near impossible.
Okay.
Does the... This person that was shot with the arrow up front, out of frustration, is going to launch, basically take the long spear that was inside of the catapult, pull it out, and chuck it like a javelin. And it's 30 feet, so I think that's at disadvantage. Yeah, so it's going to be disadvantage, and you're also going to get, what is it? Half cover gives 2, 3/4 cover gives 5? Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm going to say if you're up to your shoulders, just keeping your head above, it's going to be pretty difficult to hit. But they're still going to throw that at you. 13 definitely misses. And that is going to end his turn. He is going to step away from the opening and off to the side with his movement. Baron, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's see. What's the button? Is it again? Okay, so I'm gonna go 10. 1, 2, 3.
As soon as you step out from behind that, you are just going to be swarmed with 4 arrows. 4 attacks. First one, 19, 12, 20, 15. How many hit? 2? 3?
2.
2? Okay.
Can they see me, though? This is that stupid Gloomstalker thing again. That's like, if they're using dark vision to see me.
Like, even though the map is dark, it's not like dungeon dark. There's still like Aurora Borealis type thing going on above. Like, the snow is bright white. It's not like a dark cave requiring shadows. So you should all be able to see. I've just artificially dimmed the map because if I didn't, it would look...
like bright as day.
Yeah, it would look bright as day.
Got it. Okay. So
If
2
it's
hits.
too disorienting, I can absolutely raise it, and we can just theater of mind the darkness. I guess there's probably
I like
only... Okay. So yeah, they can see you. Was there anything else with that Gloomstalker thing that would stop them from being able to see
No.
you? Okay.
No.
All right, so the 19 hits, which is 4 points of piercing damage, and then what was the other one that hit?
20.
Yes, there it is, 20. Another 4 points, so 8 total points of piercing damage. Just the arrows come crashing down, 2 of them smacking at the stone, 2 of them taking hold into you. Yeah. You can continue on with your movement. That was their held action.
Yep. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Sariel, it is now your turn.
Okay, well, I guess I will curve and get out of cover.
Okay.
And then,
If only fireball.
firebolt is fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna firebolt. Just that one.
Okay. Yeah, right now it's kind of up on top looking down. 19 would hit for sure. 25 definitely
25.
hits, yeah, for sure.
With advantage, so. No, on that one.
Okay. As it's standing up, looking over, kind of, you can see it arms in the air after, with its short bow after it just hit one of your team members, and immediately after, this fireball and just incinerates this goblin as it's falling down to the ground to its death, just shrieking.
May the holy flame or silver flame have mercy on you.
Nice.
And then yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty, Gat, it's your turn.
What's the height difference between like this wall and the top of the tower?
The tower is probably about 25-30 feet.
Above the top of this wall?
No, I'm just
Or
in
total?
it's total, so 15-20 feet above the wall.
Okay, but I could pretty reasonably get on top of this wall and throw something on top of the tower.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna depend on like, is it gonna be like an area of effect type deal or okay? Yeah, you'd be able to do that for sure.
Okay, then I'm going to use some movement and climb up on top of this wall. Imagine that's an extra 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I would like to cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay. Will you link that for me?
I just did.
Oh, my thing's not auto scrolling. Alrighty. Let's see. Appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range.
So I would be aiming towards, something like here.
Okay. I'm gonna
But I-
compromise
I'd be
and say
open.
that that's where it would go, like on the corner of that, because when I was thinking of you throwing something up there, I thought you meant like you were gonna like have an oil vial and chuck it up there and try to have it get set on fire. To be able to place like a flaming sphere on a site that you can't see, like that would be you can't see that location up there from how close
the
you
way
are.
I imagined it was, it's a conjuration spell, so I would conjure it and then like throw it. But maybe that's not how
I
it
think
works.
you can move it on your
And
turn.
then yeah, on a bonus
Yeah.
action I can move it.
I mean, either way, I think this is. Oh, you want it right here, so it's hitting all 3 of them.
Well, and I wanted to be able to like drive it around on top of the tower.
Yeah, I mean, you would still be able to drive it around on top of the
Okay.
tower either way. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and picture it's that way. You conjure this flaming sphere and you just chuck it up there.
Yeah, like basketball. Poof.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah. So
Dex saving throw. Oh, you have a cool little.
I do have a cool little token. Controlled by all players. Perfect. Now you can move it around. Dex saving throw from the 3 goblins. 7. So it's top to bottom. So the one just to the right of it, oddly enough, passes, and the bottom one passes.
You want me to roll 3 times, or just once and they take half?
Yeah, just once and they take half. That's fine.
Nice.
All right. Top one takes 4 damage. These take 2. Got it. Yeah. And I'm gonna say that this is gonna give off some lighting. There. Awesome. You do anything else with your turn?
Yes, I would
Okay.
like to use a bonus action to ram it into this top guy.
Okay.
Just kind of back it up a foot and smack him with it.
Saving throw against the sphere's damage. Okay, so it's just going to take another 2d6 points of fire damage if it fails?
Correct.
Okie dokie. Let's do another dexterity saving throw. 16, so that one passes. Right?
We take half a 7. 4.
Oh, half as much on a fail as a bonus action. You can.
Guys,
Yeah.
it's creatures that end their turn in the sphere.
No, if you ram it, it's another thing.
Any creature.
If you
Oh,
ram-
any creature that ends its turn within a 5-foot sphere must make a dexterity saving throw.
You're right. Good save, Sarah.
Plus
Okay,
4.
so it's not a save on initial cast.
Plus 2.
Okay.
I'll still keep the.
The ram.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even then, as a bonus action, you can move the spear up to 30 feet and ram the spear into a creature. That creature must make the saving throw against the spear's damage.
And then the sphere stops. Yeah, that one's fine. I was like,
It's not on
used,
initial
I used to
cast,
use
okay.
Swimming Sphere all the time, so I was like, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
It seems too much. I'm sorry for a second level spell.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna take 3 points of damage on the flaming sphere from the ram, and then it stops. It can't move anymore.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. All right.
Yeah, and then I'll use my movement that's left to get right there.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for that,
That'll be
Sarah.
my turn. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I
All good.
sometimes trying to read that thing fast. I'm just skimming through trying to look for keywords, and I miss some things. Quincy, it's your turn. Hidden stealthily behind that log.
Sorry. What kind of cover do these guys have?
I'm gonna say they have 3/4 cover behind there. You can only kind of see their heads poking out from behind the massive stone structures.
So that's a +5 to their AC.
Yep. Don't you
Take
have
a shot at the
sharpshooter?
one on-
Yeah, and they're also fairy fired. So he's already got.
Well, one of them is.
Well, I've got advantage anyway because hidden.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was talking about the sharpshooter feat, which ignores cover.
I do not have that. I don't have any feet.
Okay. How do you walk?
I'm gonna shoot the one on the right.
Okay.
Terrible roll. That.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
10.
10 does not hit.
Okay, then I'm gonna duck down and hide again.
Okay, go ahead and give me another stealth roll. Yep. You immediately, Whimsy and Sariel, as you're up next to that log, kind of covering yourself, you see a puff of snow come up and an arrow just out from the, the mist, and then immediately you turn and look, and it's just a mound of snow again. It is now the goblin's turn. Sorry, you're not hiding, are you?
Not like Quincy, no. I'm trying to duck behind this log, but no.
Okay. The two goblins on this side are going to go ahead and make short bow attacks, both of them directed at you.
Okay.
10 misses, 10 misses. The three up here, they are going to kind of rotate over. This one's gonna
within 5 feet of that eat.
This one is. He gets caught on whatever the hell this thing is and is trying to scramble over, and he's gonna stay within that 5 feet. So I'm gonna give him that that failed save with 2 points of damage. Because that's what he missed on the first one. Why can't I edit? There it goes. But they are going to make, two of them are going to make short bow attacks towards Gat, and the other one's going to make a short bow attack towards Baron. First two against Gat, 21, 24.
They both hit.
3 and 7, so 10 total points of piercing damage. And then the next one is at Baron. 9. Miss. Just sinks into the snow. Whimsy, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to yell out as loud as I can. Fill the roof with fire, drive them out. And then I am going to cast Minor Illusion and stick a illusion of a flaming sphere. Right.
Is Minor Illusion a 5 foot by 5 foot?
Yeah, it's a 5 foot by
Okay.
5 foot. All here. All display.
Where do you want it?
Yeah.
That's
That
good.
works. That's good.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's the fake one.
Got it. I'll put a little green dot on it so I know it's fake. Anything else on your turn? You gonna stay back there?
Yeah. I am going to. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Sariel.
Okay. Alrighty. This one is just going to step out there, and Baron, seeing you rounding the bend, you can just see it with its great axe plant its feet in a staggered pose and just looking at you and just snarling in your direction. they are just going to... I think, Baron, it is now your turn.
It could be rough if I went in there by myself. See. What does this do? Interesting. So this orc just has an axe, right? A big axe that.
Yeah, a large,
Can I see
great
the other
axe.
two that are up there, or not really?
You can see probably this one right here, because he's kind of standing on top, like in between the I don't know what I know it's a parapet, but I don't know what you call the. Yeah, you can see him in between the stones.
I think they're called like a Merlin or Murloc or something.
Okay. I think I'm going to back up. Those goblins are shooting us, though. Could I shoot this one if I backed up?
It'll have cover against you. But yeah,
What about-
you can try to shoot at it.
How much cover could I get from them if I moved like over here, like to behind this little outcropping?
Full cover.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Can I still see this orc?
Yeah, you can still see the orc from right there. But to be clear, you know that standing on that side of the wall, they would be able to just rotate over and shoot you. Like the cover that you would need to be hidden from them would be on the backside.
Okay. Can I still see the orc from there? Like if I peek around this corner, or no?
Yeah, I mean, if you're attempting to shoot the orc with a bow and then hide behind the wall, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he's got fairy fire on him, right?
Yes. And how long does that last? There's no save from that. It's just
It's a minute.
Gross.
It's a minute if they,
Oh,
as long as
sweet.
they fail
This
their
won't
save,
last.
or it's a concentration. So
if I
they-
hit you, gotcha. Yeah.
All right, 12.
Yeah, he's busy trying to
damage.
hit me.
Oh, I need to roll for con save as well for my fireball.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gross. So it drops.
So would that have been dropped on my turn? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it would have been.
It's all right.
Why would you change your mind on what you would have done?
Yeah, I mean, if there wasn't a real fireball up there, I probably would have vicious mockery instead.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry.
If you, yeah, it's fine if not too worried.
You shoot this arrow and you can just see it fly and cut right through the side of its neck, and you see him kind of staggered and switch to holding his axe with just one hand and reaches up, and you can just see the blood just spurting out. He is really hurt. But do you do anything else?
No.
Alrighty, Sariel.
I'm gonna fire bolt this one.
I would say, like, with that being, 30 feet in the air, and that also being, I don't know, how far is that back? 25 feet back, like, it would be really difficult to have that type of angle from where you're standing.
Okay. Even though he's kind of glowing.
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of look at a triangle, like you've got a square over here, here's you. You're trying to hit something on the back side of this turret. So whatever angle that you have, like I think you would be able to hit something that's on this side of the tower, but because it's on this side of the tower, that's another 20 feet outside of your normal line of sight. So if you were to shoot straight, it would be well above this goblin's height.
What if I were to move here? Right there.
I mean, the only thing that's going to allow you to be able to hit something on that side is an elevation change. You could attempt to climb a tree to get a better vantage point to be able to see, or you can get on this side of the map, roughly.
There was one time like she gained elevation somehow.
I know, but I don't want to waste it on a combat with goblins.
Right. Or if you were to find yourself on this side, you would be able to attack them with even a little bit of cover.
Okay.
Like this part, the only attack that has been made without that disadvantage of cover was the part where part of the castle is broken. So like you would be able to hit this guy if you wanted to.
Okay. Oh, fine, whatever. I'm solid enough combat so far. I will try to hit that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, even with cover, again, you are just right on the money with this firebolt, just scorching through the air and just singeing. You hear it just screaming.
Can
So what is this right here? Is this some sort of like snowbank or something like that?
It's just a ridge that has been made with the snow, yeah. It's nothing like super tall. It's probably only a couple feet. Like this right over here is a wall that's about 10 foot high. This is probably only maybe a foot or two high. It's just got weird shadowing from the lighting.
Then I'll get off the dog sled and I will...
Oh shit, you were just hanging on the dog sled?
Yeah.
Sitting there throwing fireball.
Leave them with him.
Okay. And its last words as a shrieking, dying from this firebolt is, "The fire! It hurts!" And it dies. Gat, it is now your turn.
All right, I am going to action giant wolf spider.
Okay.
And then I will use my spider climb to climb up here.
Oh, that thing's not very giant, is it?
No, it's giant enough.
Give me a second. Controlled by...
I can already move it.
Oh, you can move it? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Alright. And that will be my turn.
Not gonna attack? Oh, I guess you can't. Yeah,
I mean,
you had to use it to transform. Okay.
Yeah.
Quincy, once again hiding behind that log. What do you do?
See this guy.
Yeah, he's got covered. What kind of...
I'm going to... I want to take a shot with while I've still got the advantage.
Okay.
Being hidden.
I don't know why this is not auto-scrolling. It's giving me an anxiety.
Hit the little arrow.
Is that what I need to do?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Hey Quincy, is today a day of mourning for you now?
Why?
Day of
Queen Elizabeth just died.
That's news to me.
Does your entire country have to shut down?
Way to fuck it
ruin
up!
Sarah. Holy.
Boilers?
He posted it in chat. Like it was like 2 seconds ago. DJ just posted it in chat.
All right. Well, in honor Queen Elizabeth, you slay this goblin. Yeah, popping up in just precise strike, just aiming, just right through this goblin's heart with the force that just pierces this arrow all the way through. It collapses, falls over into the thudding into the snow below.
And then I'm going to use my movement. Oh no, wait. I'm going to climb up the tree.
Okay.
So, if I climb that tree, will I have sight of the thing so I can take shots at the other ones, or will I have to do the tree?
You'll be able to see if you yeah, you won't be able to see them at the beginning of your next turn. I don't think you'll be able to get high enough. Go ahead.
That's not really an issue because I can use my bonus to dash, and I'm got second story work,
Okay.
so I don't have a speed reduction.
Yep, you'll be perfectly fine then.
So I can just hop to the top of the tree.
Yep.
And then that's what I'm doing then.
Okay. Alrighty, Whimsy, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm going to step out to here, and I am going to Misty Step into my illusory fireball.
Okay.
Scary.
And I'm going to yell at this guy.
Okay.
Orby, the god of fire, thinks you're an idiot.
Nice.
And cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Wisdom save. Don't know if you know this, but goblins, not very wise.
Very wise.
I think I did know that.
9. 3 points of psychic damage as it turns, and you can just see its aggression just beaming towards you.
Towards Orby, the god of fire.
Yes, towards Orby. Orby. Is it? What's the? Is that
Yeah,
the
what's
thing?
Orby?
Isn't that
Oh,
the?
that's a Furby.
No, I'm thinking about the thing that Mr. Beast filled up that backyard with.
Orbeez, yeah.
Orbeez? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. This orc, now furious in a last-ditch effort, is going to use its movement to dash down to you, and just in this fit of rage, as it finally lets loose of its hand from its squirting neck, it just takes its axe and it is going to make 2 aggressive attacks towards you. 15 to hit. 15 hit. Baron. Does 15 hit?
Or no, it does not. It does not.
Okay. All right. Both of them then swinging, just both of them missing, going wide. You're able to sidestep. His attack's just too slow with the massive amount of blood loss and the wooziness, but you can just still see this burning fire in his eyes as he's staring down at you. These two. I'm trying to think of how to play this out. Like, fire is not a solid object. It can clearly see, like, a tiefling, like,
okay.
humanoid.
I mean, the flaming sphere that when I picture a flaming sphere, I think of it as like, it looks like a solid object on fire.
Okay.
But if like,
I was thinking more like a basketball that's on fire.
Oh, were you? So both of
I
you
mean,
are
it's a
thinking
5
like,
foot by 5 foot. I was thinking, yeah, like a
Yeah, I mean,
but a
but
massive,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, big basketball.
okay. So you guys are both thinking that it's a physical object, not something that's just a ball of fire. Then,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. I mean, it's a
So
flaming
they can
sphere.
obviously
Yeah.
target the flaming sphere, but they can't see me, so they could get disadvantage. At least is what I was thinking. You're the DM.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine like even dumb creatures aren't gonna go and try to smack a ball of fire with a broom, right?
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily
Also-
going to.
Since it's night, wouldn't looking at the thing through with their like their night vision, so looking at through the light source, wouldn't it make seeing things on the other side really difficult?
I mean, so what we've really got to take away from this is that this isn't necessary to have dark vision to be able to see. This is.
Well,
Go ahead.
yeah, but that's why I correct myself and said night vision. Like, it's
Yeah.
not dark, but still darker. And if you're looking
Like-
at the light source, it's going to make everything around it even darker.
Yeah, I mean, can you look and see logs inside of a burning fire at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but if you're
but
looking
then-
at the fire, can you see the seat that's next to it?
I think we're getting well beyond the rule set here just to try to I'm just going to say in this case they are
No
going
impaired vision.
Yeah, no impaired vision, but at the same time, they're not going to run over and attack a ball of fire. They're going to continue to hold this area to stop creatures from getting up here. Baron, it is now your turn. Massive orc just screaming, blood just spraying up against the stone wall next to you. You can see the color draining from his face.
Yeah, just a battle axe attack.
You're going to battle axe?
Yeah, I don't have a great axe, but I have a battle axe.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, 22 definitely hits.
Now,
That's one-handed.
Yeah. All right. Like how I'm gonna give you this one because this one's kind of cool. How are you gonna kill this orc right in front of you? Like, do you do it a specific way, or is it just like right to the chest and it's over?
Yeah, I think I just as he's maybe like losing his balance, I just knock him out of the way with the axe
Okay.
like, across. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
maybe not quite fully taking off the head. And
Okay.
then I'll just rush forward as his body collapses to the side. 1, 2,
oh,
3, 4. Five. Hold there.
Hmm. You're lucky it's only a 5-foot reach. I thought javelin was 10-foot reach, but it's not. Alrighty. Sariel, it is now your turn.
Okay, I will continue to move. Right there, and then firebolt that one.
I just realized we skipped out on the goblin's turn sometime.
I can go back and do the
No,
goblin's
it's
turn.
okay. I think it was the most recent one that died. I had accidentally
Oh, it
deleted.
deleted the.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it right behind Quincy. I think we're good. There we go. Okay, you're gonna go right there, and then what?
I was gonna firebolt that one.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
12.
12 misses.
Yep.
Yeah, this one just sails just a little bit high, but the fire still just scorching by.
Okay.
Awesome. Gat, giant wolf spider, crawled up.
alright.
What do you do?
I'm going to giant wolf spider bite. I will make a melee attack. 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Alright, and then I will do. Let's see. That does 1d6 plus 1. 5 points of damage.
Okay. That is exactly how much health it had left.
Oh, so I didn't even get to poison it?
No. I mean, you can roll for it if you want to. Just so
He
it's...
would have to roll for it. DC 11 con save.
Oh,
It
man.
fails. It's a corpse.
Yeah, it automatically fails. The poison just sinks
Perfect.
right into its veins.
It takes 2d6 poison damage.
Nice. All right.
Okay, so that guy's dead.
He is dead. So I don't make the same mistake twice. I'm just going to put an X on that one.
Alright, then I will just slowly work my way over here.
Yeah. Perfect.
And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty, Quincy, now from on top of the tree, poking out of the branches.
I'm going to take a shot at the bottom left one who has fairy fire.
Oh, the boss over there. What's the range on your bow? Is it a short bow?
It is, so it's 80 feet.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Ignore that, I rolled damage instead of...
Assume it hits.
Yeah, 22 hits.
So 15 damage.
Yeah. Just as it's peering, Baron, you see as you're kind of looking up to gauge how many goblins might still be up there as you're kind of moving your way up the stairs. You see one goblin, javelin in arms, on the other side of the stairway, and then you hear a and just falls forward with this arrow poking out of its back, but it is dead. That's a lot of damage. Not even flex tape can fix that. Do any movement or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna... Can I jump out the tree?
Yeah. Not saying it's a
certainly
good
try.
idea, but you can certainly do it.
How high up am I?
I'm going to say probably about 25 feet.
That's a big tree.
Yeah, you know them pine trees, they get real big.
I'm gonna go down to about 10 feet.
It is
10
snow,
feet.
so maybe might soften the landing. But
And
yeah,
then I'm gonna, roll. I'm not
Okay.
just gonna have me shins go through my knees.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go down to a safe height and jump out.
Okay.
So how much movement would you say I've used?
From 25 feet down to 10 feet, so that's 15 feet of movement, and then, yeah, I'll just say you let go. I don't know, I don't think falling counts towards movement. So, yeah, I'll just say 15 feet.
So I've got 15 feet left, plus me using my dash bonus. That's 45. So 35 feet will take me there. I'm gonna start climbing up the broken...
Okay, go ahead and give me an
path.
athletics check for climbing that. It is snowy, it is slick. This is it is damaged, so there are things to grab a hold of.
Any chance I can do acrobatics instead of athletics?
Only if you can describe how you're going to acrobatically climb up the side of this building.
Well, I'm gonna do some free runner shit. Try and get up as quickly as possible.
Okay. I'm going to say you find a large piece of rubble on the ground and leap from that to the 10-foot wall to the side, grabbing hold of that, turning, and making another jump and grabbing on. I'll go ahead and allow you to roll an acrobatics for it.
You're too kind.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it an 18 instead of a 12. So.
Okay. Yeah, so you basically get to the roughly the top of the tower at that broken part. As you jump off and you grab a hold, it's just a few more quick grabs before you're at the top of the tower. Do anything else?
That's everything I can do.
I thought it was, but I just wanted to make sure. Alrighty. Preoccupied by this giant spider that is now encroaching on their space. They are going to... Actually, you know what? They are going to use Nimble Escape. And so as a bonus action, they are going to disengage, and they are going to run and leap off into the snow. Fuck.
And the snow should have cushioned some of the fall, right?
That's why I only rolled 2d6 instead of 3d6 from a 30-foot drop. As they look to each other, aim for the bushes, and leap off the top of the tower. And they both succumb to the fall damage as the snow... Go ahead.
There's a movie where that basically happens.
That's where I got it from, yeah. It was, wasn't it Samuel L. Jackson? Yeah, it was,
The
yeah.
other guys or something like that.
Yes.
The other ones, right?
The other guys.
The other guys.
Quick question: how much health did that goblin have that I killed? The orc or whatever leader.
The goblin leader, do you want the total, or do you want how much they had? They had 13 hit points left when you rolled 15 to kill them.
Right, because I finally managed to bring up my dice, and it did 4 points more than it should have.
I'm not going to take it back. Merry Christmas.
Your
You got an extra
condolences.
point.
Yeah, condolences, yeah. As they jump off, they thought that the snow was deeper than it was, but actually in that area, that stone had wrapped around and was much harder surface underneath, and they succumbed to their wounds. There are no goblins left outside of the goblin that is clad in this armor. But Whimsy, it is now your turn in this ball of fire. Coming up behind you, you see Quincy just now climbing up the side of the building.
Okay, well, I will yell at this guy. Orby, god of fire, knows that your mother is disappointed in you.
Okay, is that a vicious mockery?
It's a vicious mockery, yes.
Alrighty. Because that one was so weak, definitely there was only 1 point of psychic damage. It just kind of looks at you and is like, what is this? My brain can't handle this talking fireball at me. This is weird. You do anything else with your turn? Do you step out of the fire? Okay.
I'm staying in my fire.
Alrighty. It is now its turn. And it is going to use Nimble Escape to prevent any sort of attack of opportunities for disengage. And it is going to attempt to flee, running right past you, Baron. As it comes around the corner, it just leaps off the side, much shorter down, doesn't take any sort of fall damage, and then continues on around. You can see the look in his eyes as he's running. It is fear. His only drive is to escape, and he's making a beeline for several of the dog sleds. But that ends his turn. Baron, it is now your turn.
Can we waste a sleep on this guy?
Nah, Baron's gonna finish him off.
I mean,
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
okay. Go ahead and roll for attack. Yeah, 20 hits.
damage.
Oh, cool.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah, just grazing the side. You can see a couple of the links of his shitty chainmail just go flying as you graze his arm.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Sariel. Kind of oblivious to this situation.
Yeah. I'm gonna peek around here, see that nobody's up there shooting me. Gonna kind of run around here. Don't see anybody, so I'll bonus action dash and walk around the tower. That's
Okay.
pretty much what she'll do. She's just looking for everybody.
Okay. You did see the goblin, like, constantly looking for that next bit of prey. You see that last goblin running and jumping off.
Perfect. I will use my movement plus action dash to run and climb up and over this guy. Get right up here on the edge, and I will leap. And while I am in midair, I will use bonus action to revert form.
He's gonna land on him as a turtle.
And with my intent to kill him with my 500-pound body.
I like it.
Okay.
They did it in the D&D movie. The
They both
owlbear.
take the same amount of fall damage.
Yeah, 3d6 worth of... There is a very small window. I guess. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 3d6 damage. 12 points of damage.
Me?
Yeah.
Both of you.
Okay.
I gotta move you so I can... Yeah. I'm gonna say it's not like, a stone falling on Wile E. Coyote and he's now imprinted into the snow. I'm gonna say it's
I mean,
more...
I went shell first.
Yeah, no, I
It was
get
more
it.
like a, yeah.
But it's
Give him
not
a
like
people's
Mario.
elbow.
It's not Mario jumping on a Goomba and he's now flat, right? He hasn't been knocked prone. What?
You should have sucked yourself into your shell. You did it.
That was another action.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, he had an umbrella.
Yeah,
So does
cloudy
he get
with the
cover
chance of flying
because-
turtles.
Because he's got a turtle hat on.
No, no, I'm not gonna say that. Like he's not grappled. His movement's not prevented. Like it was just
No,
the damage.
But when Quincy tries to shoot him, I would give him cover because there's a turtle in the way.
Yeah, but it's not on top of him. They're like side by side. He technically shouldn't be. I mean, I guess I don't know how you would do that shared space type deal.
I mean, it's a 5-foot cube. There's enough space
Yeah.
for two people.
Yeah, especially since he's a small. Are goblins small?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's where they get their AC from. Alrighty, that ends. Quincy, it is now your turn.
All right,
That didn't kill him?
No.
I'm gonna finish climbing up on the wall. So that's 10 feet of movement, isn't it?
Okay, yep.
Yeah, go here, and I'm gonna take a shot at the goblin. First shot of the entire match isn't the natural one.
Yes.
Nice.
Alrighty, yeah, this arrow just right into the snow. Do you do anything else? Bonus action or anything?
I'm gonna bonus action nimble hand, and I'm gonna go through the pocket of anyone within reach of me now.
Okay, yeah, you see a corpse that is still kind of smoldering from being toasted to a crisp by the firebolt that happened right next to here. But as you reach into its pocket, you feel some small solid objects, pulling them out, and you see about 6 humanoid teeth. That's what you found in that goblin's pocket. Alrighty, Whimsy, it is now your turn.
Okay. Cast sleep.
Okay.
It's like such a waste. FD8. Might have put back to sleep as well, but I'm assuming this goblin has less health than Gat.
Wouldn't that be a twist? Oh, it rolled FFS. Yeah, you
I
put
think
them
we're both
both
control.
you put them both to sleep. Effectively,
Forever with that
A
roll.
minute.
yeah, effectively ending combat.
Oh. Gat.
It's fine. Can you leave me here for a while?
Unfortunately, I don't think this sleep counts as a long rest.
Ugh.
Only a minute.
Well, yeah, it'll only last a minute. You wake up in a minute, whether or not. So,
But do I
I'll,
feel refreshed?
No. We're gonna go ahead and take a potty break, sponsored
By
by Dutch Bros.
Oh boy.
No, you need to stay here for a
Yeah, that'll
second.
happen.
Okay,
'Cause-
all right.
I want to talk to you about this.
Is
So
Gat
say,
current-
say I jump off a building.
Okay.
I take 2d6 fall damage.
Uh-huh.
What if something was pushed off the building and landed on me? It should do more damage.
same speed.
I mean,
500-pound object falling on you would hurt much more than a 500-pound object jumping.
I don't think so. What's the difference between jumping and falling? It's just the delivery method.
Right, but one is falling on your head, and the other one is just you're falling.
Is there another approach from above? Like, they're both going to land on your head if they land on your head. Doesn't matter
I'm
whether it was
saying,
pushed or jumped.
like the object that it falls on
Mm-hmm.
would take more damage than the object itself.
I think what you're thinking of is the guarantee that it is going to hit a vital portion of their body. If, like, there's no guarantee you're going to hit it on its head.
Okay, that's true.
I mean, you could have hit it from the side or hit on its shoulder or something like that. How to deal with fall damage from...
Objects falling on you. Falling objects. 200 pounds or more, 10-foot falling damage should be a 20d6. According to olddungeonmaster.com.
That's what I'm looking at right now. D&D 5e.
Quincy's in the bathroom having a cry about his queen.
I mean, I do think it bothers him, especially since you keep bringing it up and rubbing it in his face.
Yeah, I mean,
He takes me, it strikes me as a very loyal subject.
Yeah.
I imagine they revere their queen more than we revere our president. Like, if Joe Biden died today, even though I voted for him, that wouldn't impact my life in one bit.
I think that the average British citizens, at least the ones that I've talked to, care very little about their queen.
I think the best situation for this, for all parties, would not be to assume what somebody else is feeling about anything and just allow them to feel their feelings without...
Of course.
Yeah. So I think be best to just go ahead and leave it at that and not talk about it anymore.
I still have to pee.
Yeah, me too. I'm still looking up this fall damage thing, though, because it's bugging me now.
Queen is dead.
God damn it, Joseph. Did you not fucking hear what we had just said?
I just,
Well-
I need to talk about it with somebody.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if you know in America, but we've just sworn in a new Prime Minister. So personally, I think Queen Liz just saw the new Prime Minister, just went, oh, fuck that, and died.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh shit. I can't find anything outside of just the
dies.
normal fall damage thing with talking about 1d6 per 10 foot. I think whatever he pulled up was some sort of old school rule where it calculates weight and shit into it.
The
Or maybe,
DM,
like,
you get to decide what it does.
Yeah, but I like to, at least if there are rules in place for it, I like to try to, because I haven't memorized the entirety of any book, and I mean, let alone spells. You guys are constantly having to remind me of things. I like to try to figure out what it is and remember for going forward.
John, I can tell you right now that nobody expects you to memorize every aspect of D&D.
Yeah.
I do.
Sage
Except
advice
for
from
Quincy.
Jeremy Crawford says you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage per 10-foot fall up to max of 20d6. You fall at a rate of 500 foot per round. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can find. Alright, now I need to go pee. And then we'll get started again.
Fun.
I hurried back. I didn't
good, I
even
thought I
sing
was the
happy
last-
birthday.
I was afraid I was the last one back, and I was holding it.
No, John and I hadn't even left yet. I was rules lawyering him about 500-pound turtle landing on your head.
I mean, guy was running too, so I feel like that that would have also lessened the impact. And
Just out of curiosity, if you had enough turtles, could you do a shell shock?
If you had enough, yeah. I think next time we all play Turtles. That's a great class, Mr. Whimsy. I wonder where you got that from.
oh yeah, this,
Yeah.
it's that one place.
That one place that gives you free glasses.
For a while there, when we were getting free lunches, I would get a soda with my lunch,
Mhm.
and I'd take my lunch home because
Yep.
I also wanted to see my dog, and so I'd walk out with with the cup, and I forget about it.
Yeah.
I have a lot. I actually ended up donating like 30 to a camp.
Yeah. So my wife also works at Intel, and she manages like the cafes, and she bitches
Tell her.
about the cups all the time. So
About them
I used
disappearing.
to like do the same thing. Yeah, have a soda on my way out, leave it in the car, and then I just started stacking them in the garage. And one day she was like, "You need to take these back," and I didn't. I just threw them away, and she was so pissed.
I have walked back in with a stack before, so like
See, that's what I did not want to do.
nobody looks at you, at least on a night shift.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares. They're like, oh good, he's returning.
Talking about work, I see.
And taking
I
cups
was
home.
admiring my
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice cup. Alrighty. We resume. Combat has officially ended. There are 2 sleeping bodies. Just
I'll run around and start tying up the goblin, take his weapons away. I'll nudge Gadawake first.
okay.
I feel bad for knocking him out.
Alrighty. Gat, as you come to.
feel like I should be making training rolls for tying people up. How often I do it.
I don't think John works that way.
I'm kidding. I'm just messing around.
Roll for safe word.
Jeez.
I'm going to be looting as many corpses as I can, starting with the boss.
Okay.
Is anybody hurt?
Are you asking me or are you asking them? Like, is this an in-character moment?
Yeah. Is
Oh,
anybody
okay.
hurt?
I'm good. Orby, out of fire is fine.
Nothing but a flesh wound.
I'm a little beat up, but I can handle it. That's not how cat talks.
As you're looting the corpses, you're finding that they don't have much of value at all. I'm gonna say, between the bosses, you maybe find 3 gold total. Yeah, their gear is extremely, I don't know, in disrepair. Their weapons not well taken care of, jagged, not of much use. Even the chainmail that you're finding on the boss is missing links, and the leather pauldrons that they have is tattered and falling apart. The seams that were holding it all together, it is just very ragtag. There's not really anything of value up here. But you're more than welcome to salvage anything that you might be looking for if you want.
What were they doing out here? Is what I wonder. There's got to be food nearby or something if they're planning on holding a place like this.
I'm going to hold up that thing of teeth I found. It's like, seems like they were collecting trophies, so I'm guessing hunting.
Those teeth don't have any value by themselves. They'd probably want to turn them into someone else.
Well,
Some races use teeth as a form of currency.
So my question is, where are they trading them?
Could always ask this guy.
Oh,
You guys-
oh wait, oh, he's still asleep. Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys still have a few moments before he wakes.
Do I need to roll to tie him up, or just that practice?
I mean, yeah, you can give me a sleight of hand check to see how good your knot is. I mean, yeah.
I'll check it with survival.
Yeah, I mean, he's restrained. It's a lot easier to tie somebody up that's asleep and not resisting,
Best knot I've ever seen.
right? Actually, I would say with this, as you're looking at it, it's a knot that you haven't seen before. A lot of the knots that you use for practice are, conventional for hunting, for making traps and things like that. This knot looks foreign to your, has that quick release.
What are you trying to do there, Mr. Whimsy? Tie a cravat? Nah.
I'm just making sure he's not
The
gonna
type of knot
attack
you use
us.
on your fancy neckerchiefs, perhaps.
Exactly.
Looking at the knot, can I tell, like, is it a naval knot, or is it just stuff?
I mean,
fancy, like bow.
yeah, that's up for him to decide. I just flavored a natural one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were putting like breadcrumbs of backstories.
Oh, I mean, bards, typically sexy beings,
Okay.
make a sexy knot.
Okay, I get where you're going now.
this isn't a reference to our conversation earlier, it's just a coincidence, but is it a slip knot?
Couldn't tell you. But yeah, corn, slipknot, all them. Yeah, got it.
Well, no, it's not. It wasn't actually. It's slip knot. It's like you just pull on the one strand and the entire thing just comes undone.
No, it would not be one of those. It would be not designed to come apart easily, but designed not to like cinch and tighten and hurt.
Is there anything you do before he wakes?
I mean, I take his weapons and move them away, the ones I can see at least.
Okay, just tossing them out in the snow. Okay. Alrighty. I think eventually the goblin would come to, and just looking around, seeing all of you kind of just standing over top of him, his arms tied behind his back or in front.
In front is how I would have done it.
Okay. Yeah, tied in front and just kind of looking and just rolling over. What do you want? Let me go. I'm just like... And you can just see him struggling now, trying to get out of these ropes as you're all just kind of standing there.
Calm down, answer our questions, and then we'll let you go.
Okay.
Oh, what were you guys doing out here?
We're guarding the tower.
Why?
Oh, because there's something valuable inside, is there?
No, there's nothing valuable inside. It's just a tower.
Why were you guarding it?
Because we were told to.
By who?
I don't know. Who do you think I am?
You're a goblin.
I'm just giving orders. Somebody told me that we needed to guard this tower and shoot anybody that came on it.
You shot us before we got to the tower, though.
Yeah, but shoot anybody that's coming down that road. Or path, rather.
Sounds like these orders are all jumbled up, because if you shot anybody who was on the tower, you would have shot yourselves.
I'm still a little flustered, okay?
That's understandable. It's understandable.
We were supposed to shoot anybody that came down the trail.
I told you to do that.
I don't know. I'm not the boss.
Literally the boss, from what I can tell.
Just because I have some fancy armor doesn't make me the boss.
They don't usually give the fancy armor to the peons.
They didn't give it to me. I took it.
Like a boss. Now look here, we don't mean you any harm. We understand
if he's telling me the truth.
Yeah,
it was a big misunderstanding. So I tell you what, we're gonna let you go.
He seems like he's
on
telling
the counts
the
that
truth.
you promise not to come back here and try to shoot us again.
Yeah, I won't shoot you guys again. Clearly, you're much stronger than I am.
Well,
right then.
Seems to have told us everything he knows. I'm going to go and see if I can get up that Lista so they can't use it again. You guys can do what you'd like with him.
I'm gonna take
more pets from me.
I thought you said I could leave.
Said I'd let you go, and I'm letting you go into their hands.
I'm gonna take whatever weapons he has, and
they were already tossed away.
Okay,
oh yeah,
great. Well,
you could see them.
I'll be taking these since I don't want you getting any funny ideas. I think it's only fair for what you tried to do to us.
He rolls over onto his stomach, and you can kind of see him like putting one knee up and the other knee up and beginning to kind of like, did you hog tie him where his legs were behind his back, or was it just like just an upper body to make sure that he couldn't?
It's an upper body.
Okay.
Make sure he can't attack us.
Yeah, rolls over, and now he's standing completely bound around the top, but, still short compared to you, Baron. How about you undo these knots?
No, I said I'd let you go.
All right.
I want to walk over, and I'm gonna go ahead and touch him.
Okay.
And heal him.
Freeze to death, Sarah.
I don't know why it just did 1, so 4 hit points.
Y'all are
You can
way too
add
nice
the
to a
bardic
fucking.
inspiration to that.
You guys are way too nice to a goblin that just attacked you.
I was about ready to smash his head in.
And as Baron just says, "I'll let you go," he turns to you, Gat, and kind of extends his arms as far away from his upper body as he can, like gesturing towards the rope. What do you say? You think you can do something about these knots?
You want me to untie you?
Yeah, 2 people said they'd let me go, so it'd be a little easier for me to go if I had my arms.
No, thank you.
All right, good luck. Good luck to you. Be safe.
He just kind of looks at both of you, just not really sure what to do. But
I don't feel comfortable.
I'll
killing
die out
something
there.
That is surrendered.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, if I don't have hands, how am I supposed to defend myself against bears and other creatures?
You're not gonna run into any bears or any other creatures. I mean, how far do you have to go?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
No, of course not.
All right, then, I guess. And he starts...
Or you could tell me that, and I could undo those knots for you.
You've already lied to me once. Why would I trust you this time?
I didn't lie to you? How did I lie to you? You're a liar for saying I'm a liar.
You said you'd let me go, and sure, you're letting me go, but you're letting me go with arms tied. You didn't tell a lie, but you didn't tell the whole truth.
Well, you're an awfully discerning little goblin, aren't you?
I'm about survival, and that's part of the survival. I just want to live and do what I have to do.
Well, do you have your answer for you then?
All right, I'm gonna go now.
And you're gonna go die. Unless those knots are taken care of, because you're right. A bear or another creature could come upon you, and how would you get away?
In your head, Quincy, you're a suggestion to maybe sabotage the ballista.
Whimsy said that he was going up there to do it.
I'm sorry.
And so
Roman was
the
making a
goblins
ruckus.
walking backwards, still facing towards you guys, making sure that he's not going to get an arrow in the back.
I'm gonna walk with him, just to make sure he doesn't go towards any of the dog sleds.
He was absolutely going towards the dog sleds.
I would like to come behind one of these trees
Okay.
or rocks and
Mhm.
hide.
Okay.
Can the goblin see me?
I mean, it watched you go behind the rock. It can no longer see you, but his intent while he was walking backwards was to keep an eye to make sure that he wasn't taking an arrow to the back.
How does Quincy do this, where he just disappears?
Practice.
Mr. Quincy is an assassin. And
Oh. Okay, well, even though it might seem silly, I would like to use an action
Okay.
to wild shape into a bear.
Okay. Just sneak, sneak, sneak. A bear pokes its head out from out the rock.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, do like a little bear movement, and like come up behind the goblin and let out like a bear.
You're not
Did
gonna
we lose our
sneak.
dog slips?
Not sneak, but just come up from behind.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I'm a big ass bear.
If you're gonna scare off our dog sleds, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's fine.
As this bear comes out from behind this rock, immediately the goblin sees your presence coming out from behind the other one. And just you can see his eyes get real big in his head, and he just takes off. Just starts immediately sprinting. Do you still continue to come after him and like make a show of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
60.
Okay. Let's see.
And if I catch him,
Okay.
I'll like maul him to the ground and like get over him and just like growl in his face with intent to just scare the shit out of him.
But not to kill him, not to eat him?
No, not to hurt him in any way.
Okay. Give me a second. I need to roll something here, but it's not. What's the save against fear? Is it Constitution?
I believe so.
All right.
That's the only one that makes sense. Could be wisdom, I guess.
No, it's charisma.
Is it charisma?
Charisma.
Okay.
The force of your willpower.
That
Wait,
makes sense.
no, I'm thinking of being best.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
And you rolled a 16 on intimidation. Five of your 6 dog sleds immediately jolt off.
Makes sense.
One of them over here that was kind of parked, maybe the dogs, their sight is on the backside and they don't necessarily see this giant bear in the area. But yeah, I think eventually you would catch up to this goblin as he is restrained. He doesn't have his full movement, and eventually pin him to the ground. And now with your heightened bear senses, as you're just roaring in his face, you get this distinct smell. It is pungent. The goblin shit himself from fear.
I'm immediately going to go to the dog sled and try to round up many that I can, wherever like where most of them went.
Okay. Give me 4 animal handling checks.
Okay.
And if you pass whatever their constitution was, I'll say, okay, so first one you rounded up, second one, all right, 2 kept going, but you were able to round up 2 of the 4 that took off, soothing their emotions and bringing them back around
I noticed. Did I notice them start to take off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you
Could
would have
I-
heard. It would have been yiping and, barking and, the sled pulling away. You would hear the shh of it coasting across the snow.
Could I have? They're probably more than 60 feet away. But I would have taken off after them, and if I couldn't catch up to them, right?
No, if they're moving 50 foot
Um,
per turn and they're just
Do they
dashing
slow at all?
away. Do they slow?
how?
Like how far do they continue to run?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What are you trying to do? Are you just gonna continue to
If I
chase
get
them
within
off in the
60
snow?
feet of them, assuming they're close together, I was gonna hit the calm emotion.
For fuck's sake. Okay. Yeah, I'll say you're able to catch up to them. It takes several rounds of you just running out into the snow. You find yourself, 100 or so feet away from the tower, just surrounded by just an open expanse of snow, but you can see the dogs in the distance, kind of sniffing around into the snow, away from the bear.
Yeah, I will cast calm emotions.
Okay.
And
They can choose to fail that, right?
can choose to fail. Yeah.
Okay. I think the animals would feel the sense of relief coming over them. They want to be happy. They want to feel good, and you giving them that opportunity, calming it.
And I'm I'm playing a soothing.
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, they turn around and rush right up to you, still kind of steering clear of the bear off in the distance, keeping an eye over in that general direction, but appear to be...
If they follow me, I'll walk them back to the group.
Okay. Successfully rounding up all of the dog sleds. Gat, what do you do with this goblin? Do you eventually step off of him and allow him to...
As I'm on him as a bear, as soon as I sense and smell, the fear really setting hold, I will bonus action revert form, and still be pinning him down, but as Gat.
Okay.
And just, are you ready to tell us where you're going now?
Yeah, I can tell you. I was. I was going back to Kelvin's cairn, okay? There's a part of my group, they were gonna ambush some people bringing back iron to transport to Brinchander. I was gonna go help out there.
Elvin's cairn, something.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
That's all I know. I was in the area. There's a dwarven woman. She came by and she knows we hang out in this tower. It's kind of our stopping post. Nobody really comes by. We normally don't mess with anybody that comes by here. We just use it for shelter to keep from the cold.
Did she have a name?
I know her name, but I'm looking up something really quick.
And then once he gives us a name, I'll kind of get off him and untie him.
We just call her Ice Vein. She stopped by and she said the next people that come by here are probably coming after her, and that we needed to stop them if we could. But we were only supposed to wait a couple days, and you guys came, actually, sooner than we thought you would. That's why we didn't have the ballista ready.
Do you know where Icebane was going?
I mean, there's really only one place headed. I mean, I don't know where. I know Targos would have been the next stop, but I don't know if she would have been on to Bremen or where, but that's all I know.
Okay. I'll just kind of walk away.
And as he's watching you, he extends his arms one more time.
Now will you cut my ropes?
Oh, yeah, I had untied him.
Oh, you'd untied him? Okay.
Yeah.
He gets up and reaches his hand in his back trousers and then walks off. Goblins are weird, man. They like stink.
Okay.
And takes off north. Constantly looking back, checking. You can see him stumble and fall into the snow every now and then as he's, looking back, trying to make sure that you guys aren't going to go back on your word and ambush him again.
Okay. Yeah, I would reconvene with Baron and whoever else was there and tell him about Kelvin's Cairn, Icebane.
Oh.
And I assume
Be there with the dogs.
Icebane is
Torga.
Torga, yes.
Yep.
Is Kelvin's Cairn the direction we're headed? Or are we having to pick between pushing up to Torga or saving the ore?
So one thing you guys would remember, especially Quincy, whether or not he parts that information, was that general store, part of it was the smithy. They've been
shorted. Really needing ore.
Yeah. So yeah, Kelvin's Cairn is north. Let me look at the map again to be able to tell you roughly how long it takes you to...
Well, we're having to pick between chasing after Torga or going there.
This is an open world. You guys could say,
I
you know
know,
what, I'm
right,
going to go
but we
back to
can't-
Brinchander.
It's not
we
the
can't go
same
two
road. Like,
places.
No,
Yeah.
no, it is...
I wasn't sure if Torga was headed there as well.
It would be a dangerous travel if you went directly to Kelvin's Cairn. It would take you about 12 hours of no civilization cutting straight through the open expanse. Like most people, when they're trying to head that way, would go by way of heading the east way to either East Haven or Caer Dineval and up to eventually Caer Konig, which is basically the town that sits towards the base of Kelvin's Cairn. That if there's any sort of mining or anything is done, that's where they come out of. And I imagine that's coming from Baron's mouth. You would part that information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should probably finish this business with Torga and then head there. Right back on our sled dogs. Burn the
Luckily, what
ballista
you
down.
think is what I am going to command.
Well, to be fair, there's a good chance we won't be able to reach this ambush in time to stop it. And if we go after Torga, we get where that stolen iron is going to be sent to.
Probably.
So we can meet it at its delivery.
And you should burn. This ballista is made of wood, right?
Yeah.
You should just burn it. I think it'll be the fastest.
Do I
way.
know anything about this tower? Like, is it? I assume that it wasn't always in control of,
Goblins.
bandit goblins or anything like that. If I look at the stonework, can I use my dwarven knowledge to?
No, you're fine.
Also, we haven't gone inside it yet either.
No, you have not.
Oh, there's like
Actually,
a first
that's
level.
what I wanted to do while everyone else was doing everything.
You wanted to wander inside?
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a troll.
Right, just hunched in the corner with a big club, waiting for somebody to come in the door to just.
Yeah.
No, knowing what you know about this, there used to be a lot of giant activity in the mountains. Goliaths, barbaric tribes, and the 10 towns used to be under a lot more constant siege from those, those creatures. And you'll find these type of towers typically on pathways from town to town as more like a guard, to prevent these heavier ballistas. Yeah, they were using these small javelins to shoot out of it, but they would normally have large, I don't know what they're actually called, but these large spears that would be able to fell a giant in one single connect. There haven't been a whole lot of attacks from those large beasts in a long time, so this has kind of just fallen by the wayside. Sorry, Liz. They're off dealing with the goblin, and you've done your piece and healed it to send it off. Wandering over to the door, creaking open this wooden, you can tell that it is not very well, sealed or insulated, that is very drafty. So you open it, you can see even snow that has blown its way into this dark room. You can see bedrolls strewn about, probably about a dozen of them. You can see what appears to be a few sacks of grain, and then the thing that you noticed, the smell of a rotting carcass, and you look over to the side and you see a large reindeer, and the husk of it still, you can see the legs and its head just kind of laying there, but the entire belly and the majority of that meat is just gone.
I'm gonna presentation like the Vicks vapor rub you put under your nose when you're dealing with dead people, just to cover that smell.
Yeah.
Is the grain? I'll check the grain to see if it's still good.
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing that there isn't really anything of value or of note, I'll probably just procure the grain to donate to the next town over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's smart. You pick up this, what once was probably about a 10-pound bag is, half empty. But still would be good
Pounds
source of food.
grain.
Yeah.
Couple of days' meals for a family.
Alrighty. Now,
I
what
might
do you do?
stop. Or with the sabotaging of the ballista. I probably wouldn't want us to burn it. I'd probably try to direct us to maybe cut the line that it fires from, or some sabotage some part of it and just kind of.
You can just replace that line. I think if we really want to sabotage it, it's best just to burn it.
But if the 10 towns ever wanted to use it again, if you burn it, it's gone for good. And what they could.
As I come out from the bottom, wouldn't that also make a beacon to show everyone our location?
That's a good point.
We don't have to stay here and watch it burn.
We don't need to advertise that we were here either.
Now we could stay here if we. We need
It's
a
still
rest.
early in the day.
Like, yeah, how long have we traveled to get here?
About 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
I can't
The
remember how
combat took a
long I
minute.
told you, but yeah, I can't remember how
Yeah.
long I told you, but it's been about 2 hours of travel to here.
That sounds about right. Okay. Cut the string. Got a knife. Cut the string. And do I see any like that I can pull out, like any bolts or anything? Not bolt,
Or
like
javelins.
Like
Not-
other pieces that would
Like
make it
screws.
functional. Like
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I can take out and bring with me.
Without knowing the physical design, the engineering schematics behind it, I'll say, yeah, you can find a few pins that are strategically placed for support, and you can remove those to where even if somebody did bring out a new line, as soon as it was put under that tension, it would cause it to kind of crumple.
Okay.
Like,
Then
it
I
would
will
be able
do
to support
that. And
that
I
weight.
will add some bits of custom item, bits of Lista to
Okay.
my then
Yeah,
I
I'll just
just
say
realized-
that you get like I'll say you get 3 metal dowels, 2 foot long.
okay. 2 foot. Then I just realized I don't have rope in my inventory. Wasn't
Should've
one of
been.
my starting equipments.
The rest of us do.
Yeah.
I know somebody would have,
Yeah.
like every time, but
Well, I think
I
we
feel like I
used
would've-
it for something though.
Maybe.
I believe-
As long
I
as
got
somebody
it.
had some rope, I'm gonna go ahead and allow it. But
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
that I
you use rope a
know,
lot, and you don't ever. But I have some rope.
maybe somebody can give me their rope. Can buy them a replacement at the next one.
All out of rope.
Oh, I'll give you
here
my
in
rope.
Targos.
I'm gonna delete it from my inventory, so you gotta put it in yours.
Okay.
It's 50 feet of hempen rope.
alrighty. What do you folks do?
Good work, IWDPF. We took him down quick and hard. Gonna move on. Keep alert. Follow my signal. Everyone ready to move out? I said, is everyone ready to move out?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you,
I'm
Mr.
ready.
Lindsay. Thank you, Mr.
Grain.
Gatt. What was that, Miss Ariel?
I could use some help with this
A
grain.
hearty. Let's go. Sounds good to me. Mr. Quincy.
I'll help her with the grain.
Thank you.
I was going to say I would as well.
Yeah, I mean it's just a 5-pound bag.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't.
Negative strength.
Yeah. Should be able to make it over to the dog sled with ease.
I
Yeah,
also have a negative strength.
and off you guys go.
Alrighty.
On Dancer, on Prancer.
Yeah, marching order on this one. Who's going to be taking the lead?
Some of us will have to double up, right?
No, you guys got them all back.
Oh, did we? Oh.
Yeah, the ones that Baron wasn't able to round back up.
Oh, we got 'em with calm
he did a
emotions.
calm emotions. Yeah.
Nice.
Which I will be on one of those, and I'm hoping for advantage on my animal hand.
I'm not gonna make you guys roll animal handling again.
Okay.
I'll take John and Arthur, and I'll be somewhere near the back.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't really know where I'm going, so. I'm
Okay.
just gonna- But I'll take second.
Okay. That should be enough. Baron, I take it you're taking up the lead?
Yeah.
Headed the rest of the way to Targos. Okay. About another
Yeah,
hour
I can back
passes.
up and see.
About another hour passes, and you can start to see the walled town of Targos resting up against Mayor Dualden. You can see the walls wrap around and kind of butt up next to the lake. Eventually,
Any sign of Torga as we approach.
You definitely do not. Let's put you guys out on the map. Just 1 second. I told you guys 2 times today, brought to you by Dutch Bros. I'm going to be able to make it to the rest of the time, but I got to pee again. I'll be right back.
I grab some coffee.
Me too.
The Bluetooth headphones means that I can get up and do stuff and still listen.
We're looking to invest in a pair then.
Huh?
Saying I'm gonna have to look into investing into a pair.
That's been nice.
Do they work on consoles as well?
I believe so. They have Bluetooth capabilities. Actually, it's not a Bluetooth, it's a dongle. So it's a USB that plugs into my computer.
Okay.
This one
Is it?
is.
So I think the PS4 controller.
You can plug directly into the PS4 controller.
Oh, everybody. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cool PlayStation controller.
Thank you. I've been using it to play Cult of the Lamb.
How you liking it?
It's fun, fun.
Yeah, it's way fun.
I've heard not good for.
But yeah, you can't play it without a controller. The controllers are too sticky and awful. But once you get a controller, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if I have the option to, I always play with a controller. I just feel more comfortable with it.
I don't, but it just depends on the game.
True.
Like, I wouldn't want to play Final Fantasy XIV with a controller. It's much easier on the keyboard. Versus Cult of the Lamb, which the keyboard settings were awful, but the controller settings much easier.
I think there's some games you can tell were built for a console, and some you can tell were built for a computer.
For sure.
Well, Cult of the Lamb literally says better with a controller when you log in, so.
Alrighty.
It's interesting though, because Final Fantasy 15 on the console where it was really kind of built for, terrible. I got it for the computer, much more fun to play.
Interesting.
Game has other issues, don't get me wrong, but
What do we
Alrighty.
know of this town?
You don't know
before we-
shit about it.
We don't know anything. Okay. Baron hasn't given us any information.
Bunch of muscle men running around in their little tin can suits.
No.
because, metal conducts heat super well.
What sort of information would you tell about Targos? Would you tell all of it, as much as
I mean, not very easy to communicate while running sled dogs.
But we'd been planning on coming here for a while.
They known for their military.
for a morning,
Yeah.
as soon as you knew Torga came this way?
Right.
No, it wasn't the next stop.
I'm just going to list off some things. You can tell them what they know. Population of 1,000. You know the speaker's name is Naerth. You don't get good vibes from him. Let's see. They are known.
What was the speaker's name?
Naerth, Naerth.
Ah,
I'm just going to type it in chat.
Here. Axel Dinar.
He is a human. It's a male human. They are most known for their fishing. There are a few towns that are right on this Mayor Dualden that kind of fight over fishing rights in there. But Targos is the leader. Let's see. You know, they have a couple inns. There's a tavern that is butted up on the lake. Most of the fishers go there. Yeah, there's a decent amount of services, accommodations. Nothing too crazy. I'll say
we
that.
would know what they're sacrificing. It told it that they sacrificed.
I wouldn't know that specifically. I don't.
But
I mean, I would guess it would have to be something to do with knucklehead trout, since they're right on the lake.
So, Targos, if I misspoke to you from Duvessa before, Targos is... you guys can just learn that one as you figure it out.
Okay.
Even if Duvessa accidentally gave you wrong information, I'm sure you guys will find out soon enough. But eventually you make your way up to it, and Baron, last time you were here in Targos, you know that all or most of the towns within 10 towns are walled off. That's just a thing to keep out the wind, keep the elements out as much as possible. But because there didn't used to be like heavy attacks for the last few years that you were around this particular area before you went down south, it seems way more heavily guarded as you approach. See the torch light kind of illuminating several guards along the walls, and as you roll up on your sled dogs, you can see two heavily armored over top of their cold weather gear individuals standing in front of the gate, kind of barring your entrance. What did I do? I put them on the map layer. What a dumbass. As you approach, I guess I should ask, do you approach through this main gate, or...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as you approach... Oi, what's your name and business? And kind of
My name
holds
is
out...
Baron Briarstone. I'm a ranger. Coming from Bryn Shander. Chasing down a wanted criminal.
You can see, like you can hear the rustling and stepping of, here, let's kind of put you guys up there. I imagine the rest of you would also be in there. You can place your tokens wherever you want them on the map. You can hear the rustling up above as two individuals with heavy crossbows kind of, not like aiming down sights, but casually aim their crossbows in on the lot of you, looking over. Oh, a wanted criminal, eh? I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. We're all wanted criminals.
I'll just start laughing.
Start laughing, and you can see as he's looking around to all the other guys, it's kind of a forced laugh, just a and then straight face and looking back at you. Now, what business do you really have here?
What I say?
You see, we've been given orders to keep people from getting in unless they have need. Kind of under a lockdown right now.
A lockdown? Why is that? We just
goblins,
Wiped up some
orcs.
We just ran into someone on the way over here.
Ah,
We
did you
have some
now?
business indeed.
You got any proof then?
Teeth?
Humanoid
I'll
teeth?
just show or like those arrows that hit me. Well, this wasn't done by any of the fairer folk, I'll tell you that.
He just takes a sword and peels back part of your clothing to look at the wound. Ah, you should head back to Bryn Shander and get that looked at.
Do I hear all this?
Yeah. I mean, as long as you want to, if you want to get close enough.
I'm gonna minor illusion a whisper into Serial's ear and say, "What didn't that didn't your friend the just person come this way?"
No, that was east.
That was east.
We went
Okay.
west.
I'm gonna say in Thieves' Cant, we're chasing a bounty for some easy coin.
And he responds in kind. Sorry, friend, but strict orders. No one comes in here, especially not for just coin.
Look,
What other reason is there?
Because I was told to.
Bailu, what's the manner of this lockdown? What there's orcs and goblins around. Look, I'm a ranger. These folk have been sent up here from the south. Part of the
Here to help.
I don't know if you can see, but we've got things pretty well taken care of up here. And he gestures
you
to
now?
the people with the crossbows up top.
Who sets these orders?
The speaker of Targos. Nairth.
Listen, we're on orders from Speaker Duvessa from Bryn Shander to come up here. So
Isn't this all in Thieves' Cant?
no, I mean I'm talking. I don't speak Thieves' Cant, so I
mean,
don't know what you were trying to say
like,
to him.
Thieves' Cant is like using slang and jive and jargon, but like you're not gonna be able to slang someone's name.
So you would have heard the name drop.
Yeah, he would have heard the name drop and probably came up. Sorry, what did you ask, Baron? You told me that you were up here from Duvessa.
Yeah.
Dropping the Thieves' Cant. Well, I don't listen to Duvessa.
Well, we've got a need for food and shelter well enough. Is that
Why don't you just
gonna
let
turn
us
us out?
come in, stay the night? We'll spend some coin in your town. You'll come out better, and I'll cast suggestion.
critical success? Ooh.
Beats it.
I'm sorry. If I have to tell you again, we're gonna have to get nasty. You're not
Come on,
coming
let's
into
go.
this town.
I'm going to say it's like, come on, let's just go. I'm going to turn around to try and herd everyone away.
All right.
It's only 3 hours back to Bryn Shander. If you go now, you'll be home in no time.
Right. Do I know what other entrances are there?
Let me pull up my Targos map.
I'm gonna mutter to my protection force team. All right, we're gonna pull out, make it look like we're going. We're gonna go around to another entrance and think about how to.
The only other entrance is by lake. or climbing the wall.
I'm going to whisper to Baron, follow my lead, and I'm going to take them to and look for a clear spot on the wall. Guards.
Okay.
After we make it away and
Let me just take you guys to the map of Targos here.
Would there
Can-
be a clear spot on the wall even?
Can you guys see this, or do you need your token?
Yeah.
No,
I
I
see
can
it.
see it.
Okay.
Just need a gap in the guard. Every inch of.
Okay. Let's see.
So everyone's kind of looking like they're leaving.
That's what it appears to be, at least from
Okay.
what they had said.
I want to get off the dog sleds and walk over to not the guard that they were talking to, but the other one.
Okay.
offer him the grain.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, walking it up to him. He just kind of looks past you.
Yeah. Excuse me. What are you guys afraid of?
No answer. Still continues staring off. The gentleman that was speaking to Baron and Quincy speaks up. Listen, Missy, you're not going to be able to get in here. Not even with those.
not-
And he walks up and kind of pushes the hood back. Not even with those pretty eyes of yours.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked, what are you guys afraid of?
Not afraid of anything.
No, really, seriously, I need to know what's out here that you're leaving us to handle. What are you afraid of? Why can't...
Well, I already told your friend that there's orcs and goblins running around. We're supposed to guard. We're also supposed to keep this as lockdown. There's criminals that live up here in Icewind Dale. You don't look like a criminal, but looks can be deceiving. You might have made an alliance with the orcs, goblins, gonna open our defenses, blow us up from the inside, allow them to come in and take over.
So you're afraid of orcs. Okay, if that's all that's out there, that's not that scary. Thank you. I'll walk away.
What was the intent there? To, like,
So
emasculate
basically
him?
the question is, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. What would that? Would you want like a persuasion or an odd intimidation or?
It's up to you. I mean, I wouldn't say no to a persuasion check to see if he thinks that this little girl can best him in battle and he gets upset about it. And...
Give me a second. Let me go back to that other screen. Gotta look at the thug. Okay. He doesn't catch on to what you're. He takes the bait for what you're doing. Oh, you just think you're just gonna run out there and slay all the orcs and goblins on your own, do you? You think you're stronger than us?
Well, we're not hiding behind walls.
Oh, these walls keep us alive. Good luck out there in the cold.
So not only are you scared, you're a little heartless too. Sad. I hope the Silver Flame can bring you around eventually, good sir. And I'll say a quick prayer, and I'll leave. Follow the group.
And you can hear as he's talking to.
Very mature.
As long as I get to him, that's fine.
Yeah, he's actively flustered. You can tell. Alrighty, as you are walking around, you can see, looking at the map of Targos, each one of those little towers that you can see on the map spread throughout. They're about 500, maybe even a little bit farther away, feet in between. While there's not a whole lot that's going to block line of sight, you
I
know,
can take care of that.
yeah, it is. You can tell just by. Are you guys gonna walk away, or are you guys gonna hop on your dog sleds and ride away?
Slowly, I would hop on my dog sled and slowly start heading back down the road.
Yeah, dog sled.
I'd,
Figure out
Like-
what everyone else is doing.
like I said, looking at this map here,
Yeah.
I would tell everyone stick close to follow my lead. I would ride to this fork, go
Okay.
up this path, and then from about here divert off onto the wall about.
Okay.
And then, how tall is the wall?
Actually, let me look and read. I imagine that is something that it tells me.
30 feet.
Easy peasy. Three of us can get in there with really little effort.
And a big trench coat.
4 of us. Yeah.
I'm going to make it easy for everyone, hopefully.
Wall
Well,
extends to
Baron's
the
the only one
lake.
that would have to struggle. I believe.
Short little guy.
What do you mean?
Misty Step, Wild Shape, the climbing
Use
speed
my
from
Misty
50s.
Step.
Used my wild shape.
Yeah, I'll say.
An
It's
hour,
a short
though.
rest, yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
say
but we
that
haven't
the.
actually rested.
No, you're fine.
We have to do that. But that's fine anyway, because we have to figure out what to do with the dogs.
I'll say that the wall's about 20 foot tall.
I am going to.
Find a rope up there.
Well,
In this particular side, as you're looking at it, there's an even bigger elevation shift as the road that's heading forks off towards the north that you took a little ways. The wall is set up on like you can tell that it's that portion is kind of on top of a hill. It hasn't. It's you can walk up it or ride up it, but there is a decent amount of elevation change on that particular side.
I'm going to get to the. This is some Monkey Island 2 stuff, by the way.
Okay.
I am going to. This exact. I didn't realize until afterwards when I was looking at my inventory, but this exact thing happens in Monkey Island 2. I am going to use my crowbar, tie it to the rope with a grappling hook, throw it to the top of the wall. The edge.
Okay. All right. You are. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with your dexterity as your modifier. So add a plus whatever your dexterity is to see how well you can land this crowbar. So D20 plus agility.
Do I use my proficiency bonus or shall I just do a dex check?
Just do a dex check. I don't think like this isn't a specific tool. This is one you just kind of had to improv.
13.
It catches. It snags. You give it a tug, and you feel like it's stuck.
Who is the least stealthy other than me?
I mean, I'm pretty low on the stealth.
I'll probably be slowly making my way up using my minor illusion trick of moving it one at a time, and I'm sure one other person can fit in a 5-foot cube.
I'm going to climb up, make sure it's
Maybe.
completely secure, and wave the others up.
Yeah.
Be slow, but I'll be coming.
I mean, we
Will be
didn't.
able
So
to see me.
we didn't see anybody else up on these walls or anything. Did we do a check or anything like that?
I
Well,
didn't
look
hear
out.
anybody do a check.
Well, I said I was looking for where there isn't any guards.
There aren't any guards on these walls. There's guards in each of the towers, though. Like at each one of those circular points on the map, there's guards.
Whether or not I see people, I'm going to do my minor illusion slow movement.
Well, I'll be
Wait, so
using
there's guards in each of these towers. I mean,
Yeah.
don't they just see us approaching?
That's for me to know and you guys to find out.
Well, I'll be using the white cloak I got to try and stay as hidden as possible, and I'll be doing it as far like the middle point of the walls, far from the towers possible.
As we move up as a group, I will cast Pass Without a Trace,
Okay.
which will give us all +10 to our stealth rolls.
Alrighty. You guys can all give me a stealth check then, I suppose.
Still using my minor illusion.
Okay.
So are we leaving the dogs behind? Are they just sitting on the road?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to leave them out pretty far, too, if we're going to be trying to approach by foot without the guards seeing us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll be fine for hours.
Yeah, 23, 21, 16, 27, yeah. As far as you can tell, you feel that you're able to get up on top of this wall. On the other side, however, you look, and it is another 20 feet down. There's just not active stairs in this particular area. You have a feeling that the stairs would be in one of those tower rooms, or you'll have to go ahead.
Bring up the rope and set it on the other side for them to climb down.
Okay.
And once they're all down, I'm going to take the crowbar, put it away, and I'm just going to climb down on.
Okay. Okay, give me an athletics check for climbing down.
Would he be moving slowly enough for me to cover him with a minor illusion? I don't know what object I could use though, so never mind.
Yeah.
I'll decide
I'm
what
gonna
it
go
is.
for
Worst of that would
31.
be over,
A
yeah.
push.
Yeah.
And I'm using my cloak for like. I'll be using my black cloak to hide in shadow or my white cloak to hide in snow, depending on the situation.
Yeah. You're good. You climb down slowly, meticulously, make it down to the other side. It is a lot darker in here than it was at the gates. There is not a ton of light around the docks, which is exactly where you find yourself. You can see several people off in the distance. You guys are currently up on a little bit of a bank behind some houses. But you can see people out working, carrying crates, equipment out to the boats. Getting ready.
Still midday-ish.
Yeah. And you even catch a glimpse of a group of probably about 15 individuals pushing a boat across the ice, and now you notice that the entire lake that is inside of Targos is frozen over, and they actually have to push their boat out to the water that is all the way past the initial wall that you see for the barrier.
Interesting.
It's an opening.
So does it seem like it's frozen like out past this way even a little bit?
Let me go back to the Targos map. Yes. So,
okay.
Using that logic, you could also assume that in the future you could have walked around, because the water would be frozen up to that point. Not until it gets a little bit further out there into the deeper portions of the water where it didn't have the opportunity to freeze.
So All right, team. Probably check the taverns.
I'll I'm gonna take a moment to disguise kit and make my skin look more humanoid and make sure my horns are covered.
Okay.
Mr. Wim certainly stand out.
Okay.
What about
Mr.
the giant
Gat?
turtle?
Not sure what we're going to do about that, but
Where are your horns located? Are they a little bit further back on your head? Are they like poking out through the front? Because I mean, if you're wearing the typical cold weather gear, it comes with a hood that's covering the majority of your face. It would only be really the coloration of your skin that would have to be.
Yeah.
And even
that
if you
should be-
wanted to, I guess you're not super familiar, but Baron would know that there are tieflings that are, out here. It wouldn't be too outside of the ordinary. I don't think anybody would pay a second look to a tiefling.
Okay.
But you're still more than welcome to disguise if you want to.
Yeah, I think I will disguise.
Just a second.
Quick, DM's gone. Add gold.
I'll do that. It's called stealing.
raised all my stats to 20.
Nice.
You won't notice.
You would never notice.
Like he has access to the log and D Beyond.
Never.
Always been that way.
What are we doing after this?
Thing we do every night, Pinky.
Well, there's an opening in the higher power in your country, so go become king.
Got King Charles.
I don't
Williams.
think that's how it works.
No,
Whoever
it-
sits on the Iron Throne.
Sorry, neighbor locked himself out.
So you let him in your place?
No, I have. It's a
Oh, your outside door. Yeah,
outside door. Yep.
No, he just went to laugh at him.
Sounds good.
So you did do the disguise self?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you, you said you wanted to go to a tavern? Was that what I heard?
I used the disguise kit to put makeup on.
Okay.
Just to be clear, I didn't cast a spell.
Okay.
We should probably move as a group to one of the smaller taverns. Take up kind of a inconspicuous residence there, and
I don't
then
know
we
if,
can scope out the other ones.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that'll work. I don't know if we'll want to walk around as a group of 5 when, a group of 5 just got turned away from the front gates.
Well, this is kind of like, well, that's the beautiful thing about the gate guard. They're all looking out, and we're inside.
That's true. That's true.
Precisely.
Probably fine for at least the first day, where they give
Well,
any reports.
how long are we going to leave those puppies unattended?
Probably be in and out as quickly as.
Yeah,
I agree
we'll
with
try to
Mr.
find
Quincy.
Torga.
I mean, if there's any way we could go around and open the doors and let the dogs in so we can staple them.
Or perhaps we can walk out across the lake and bring them around that way.
That might be an option. It's a long walk, though. But I'd be happy to do that if we need to split up.
It appeared they had guards in all of
Think-
the towers.
Yeah, I think we should try to deal with Torga quickly, and then
Yeah, I don't think we should be going in and out.
Agreed.
The dogs can look after themselves. without us.
First things first is find
that'll be
Torga.
fine
If we
for
have
a
to,
little while.
we can go get our dogs.
Baron, you would know of the Three Flags sailing, and especially the sweet elderly woman that runs, called Ethan. Ethan, E-T-H-E-N. Looks like Ethan, but pronounced Ethan. It's a plump, gray-haired, elderly woman that everyone just refers to as Ma. But that would be the most popular tavern. There's another tavern that's kind of part of the oldest inn called the Luskin Arms. That's the oldest one. But you know that if you were looking for rumors or information, the Three Flags Sailing would probably be the place to go.
There's only 2 though.
Taverns, yes.
Okay.
It's a pretty
What's
small
the-
town. There's only 1,000 people.
Yeah, what's the... I see a lot of houses.
Mhm.
Are a lot of them uninhabited? Like, can I tell if they're empty or
No.
abandoned?
No, there's. I
What?
mean, they're all. They're all the homes that have
Okay.
fires going in them. I mean, for 1,000 people, I'd say there's probably looks like only maybe 100 or so houses on that map.
Yeah. Definitely would.
What's the
Yeah,
guard presence
that's true.
like?
The guard presence. You don't like. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. A 16. Looking around on the inside, you don't see guards patrolling. The only place that you see guards are up on the tower walls.
Should make things easier.
I'm going to tell Cyril to stay close.
Okay.
Let's head over and try to see if we can figure out where Torga is from some rumors. I'm sure not very many newcomers coming in all that time, especially with them turning most people away. Sure, Torga managed to make it in. He has connections everywhere.
Wouldn't be surprised if because I assume that the guard's presence at the gate isn't a normal thing. And like I wouldn't be surprised if she had something to do with the heavier presence at the gate.
Specifically told them not to let us in, yeah.
So let's go to see that there's that one in that's more popular. I kind of want us to make a base of operation
Should
at
we
the
split
Lust
up though?
Arms. I say we go to one tavern first together, and if she's not there, we can send some people out to do some reconnaissance. I'd say Mr. Quincy would probably be best for the job.
Alrighty. Headed over to the Three Flags Sailing then?
Yeah, we're on the map. Which one's closer? Because we came in like right here, right?
Let me pull that map back up again. Yeah, you coming in over here. Actually, the Luskin Arms is closest. It is right here. Let me go ahead and, since you know, did that? No, that did not. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Fucking shit ass. Sorry. There we go. You see that?
Fancy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now do it for the other one.
I'm gonna do it for all of them.
Every building.
No,
Every
just the
single.
prominent ones. Layer. Map
Yeah.
layer. There. So the Luskin Arms is actually the closest.
But it's a tavern.
It's primarily an inn, but it has services. Like you can get a drink
so it's
and
not
a meal there.
a weapons.
Right. It is not a weapons place. It is an inn with some minor services there too.
Okay. Luskin, do I know, is that some sort of creature or a last name?
So Luskin is the name of a town south of the spine of the world that you guys had sailed past on your way to Fireshear. Luskin is the house or the housing place of some very powerful wizards. A powerful mage tower that is there. Yeah. Whether or not that has anything to do with this, it is beyond your knowledge, but you do know of Luskin.
Okay.
So where are we going? We going to the inn that has drinks, or are we going to the tavern?
We're going to the Luskin Arms, I think.
Okay.
First.
Alrighty. Let's switch back over.
Doing a perimeter search of that cart as well, if there's any place to park it.
You're looking for a place for where she could have parked her wagon. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think that would be our initial step before we go
Okay.
into any place.
How deep are you trying to look? Are you just peering around using perception, or are you going to start trying to look inside of buildings that appear to be capable of housing a wagon and use some investigation tactics?
Probably perception, maybe both. I think yeah, we if we would know, we would like to know if she's probably in that place before going in. That would change, maybe our approach to it. If we don't see any sign of it, then we'll go in and look for her.
Okay.
And then if not, we can sit down and then decide where to go from there.
Whoever's looking in your means of rolling, if you're just looking around trying to see if you spot one, roll me a perception. If you're going through extra steps of trying to find it, you can roll me an investigation instead.
Quincy, if you were a criminal mastermind, where would you hide your stuff?
Usually you have to set up in advance. You
But
have a
if
shift.
she's on the run,
Want to keep close at hand.
With all of you rolling...
Usually
Go ahead,
sleep,
sorry.
I think she's getting arrogant.
With all of you rolling perception, just kind of looking around, seeing folks headed out to the docks, kind of blending in with the scuffle on the piers. Looking around at some of the other buildings, kind of peering into any sort of windows that you can see. You don't see any sign of a similarly tarped caravan or wagon. Yeah, even with a 21 by GAT, you don't see one in this particular area. You continue into the inn?
Yeah.
Eventually making your way around to the front of the building. Looking at this, and you, Baron, knowing that this is the oldest public house in 10 Towns, this was one of the first buildings that was ever fully constructed back when Bryn Shander was just a camp on a hill before the walls and the buildings were erected. This building was put into place. The outside looks extremely deteriorated, worse for wear, and as soon as you're stepping in, it doesn't look much better. The decor on the wall easily looks hundreds of years old. The paintings that might be there developed a sort of faded look. The framing patina just looks disheveled. You also, with your high perception and still being on alert, looking in, noticing that in this small 2-table area with just a single front desk with a couple taps behind the desk, you can see a few rats scurry by on the floor and head into cracks in one of the walls. Eventually you hear it is still warm inside. The hearth is going, and somehow it is retaining heat, even though the outside looks so disheveled. And you hear this middle-aged, balding gentleman behind the counter. What can I do for you guys? You guys looking for rooms?
Yeah, it's this damn lockdown. Can't move our product.
Yeah,
Looks like we're stuck here for the day.
that happens. Sorry. Can I get you guys a drink or something?
Aye, sure.
Okay. Haven't had too
Anything-
many
Flags is
visitors.
pretty booked at the moment, so
What's pretty booked at the moment?
3 flags.
Oh. Yeah. Ma always seems to lure in all the patrons. I wish I had more money to fix this place up, but I don't. Here, it's a pint in the house.
Thank
I'll-
you kindly.
I'll put a gold coin on the counter and say, "Get me one too."
Kind of looks at it and he goes, thanks. Just pockets it and doesn't put it in like a drawer or anything, just puts it into a pocket. And yeah.
Anything interesting happening lately?
I mean, besides my crippling depression, no. There's...
Yeah.
I've thought about going and feeding myself to the lake monster that they've had over in Bremen terrorizing the ships, but at least that would make an interesting story,
Who hasn't thought of that?
right?
How many of your rooms are free?
Well, right now, the only reason why I'm really still in business is because the speaker lives up there. We've had to knock down a couple walls and turn in a couple of our rooms into one suite for him to live in.
Why here?
Beats me.
I guess
I
you
just
have
do
the
what the boss
prestige of being
tells.
the oldest place.
Yeah.
Aye. You'd
Yeah.
think you'd draw more people, especially since this lockdown that we're having. I heard something about goblins or orcs. Is that true?
You said something about a lockdown now, and I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, we're sending ships out right now to go out and fish. I don't know anything about a lockdown.
Is the speaker home?
I don't really pay attention to his comings and goings. He pays me to be that way.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is anyone else staying here?
He pulls out a book, a large book from underneath, and as he opens it up to like the second page, you can see a couple lists of names, but nope, nobody's checked in or out in over a week. Slides it back into one of the shelves underneath of the desk. Do you guys want a room?
I think we'll just content ourselves with drinks for now.
I got some food if you want some food. I don't get much company
Sure.
over here. You guys are the most interaction I've had in weeks.
I'll rent a room. You got one next to the speakers suite.
Well, they're both next to the speaker suite, but yeah, they're on either side. And he reaches back and grabs an old rusty iron key and hands it across, and I don't know what coin you placed on the table, but it was going to be more than enough to cover it, unless it was a copper.
It was. I placed a gold coin.
Oh yeah, that's going to be plenty enough to cover it.
Yeah, I'll actually. You sure you guys don't want a room? I'll just buy both rooms.
Yeah.
For the night. Might as well not make us all bunk together.
You guys are very generous. You must not be from around here. Where are you from?
He's a traveling bard throughout the 10 towns.
And you can see his eyes twinkle a little bit, and the depression, like, you could see the heavy set in his eyes and just the demeanor, and he hears that you play music, and he straightens up a little bit, his head not so slacked, and you think maybe you could play and maybe draw a crowd?
That's something I could probably do. What do you what time do you typically serve dinner?
I mean, we haven't really had anybody come by, so normally I just cook up something for myself. But so mostly I just make orders whenever somebody requests it.
Okay.
But if I knew there was going to be a lot of people here, I could whip something up in advance.
Yeah. What do you think, Aaron? What time should we be back here for dinner and a show?
I just want to spend some time here, cursing our rotten luck, and maybe go wander about in a general malaise,
While they're talking, I want to go to the door and I want to look out on the. How much of the harbour would I be able to see from? Basically, from here.
A good, like, 3/4 of it. Like, you would be able, like, if you step outside, you see all of it.
Well, I'm going to step outside.
Yeah, you see all of it.
How many ships look capable of transporting the caravan?
None of the ships look capable of transporting the entire wagon. But it looks like a lot of the ships would be capable of transporting the goods that were inside of the wagon. Like if they were offloaded onto the boat, it looks like even some of the smaller ships would be able to accommodate some of it. But there's none that you could just push the wagon off onto. Not to mention the fact that they have to then push this boat across the ice to get out into the water.
But still smart. Like that would be a...
Is there any warehouse close enough, like large warehouse?
It's hard to tell from this side. Coming from the area that you were at, there were only a few smaller buildings. Give me a perception check. Looking further to the north, a little bit past the three flags, you can see sort of a trail of people, almost like a line of several individuals all carrying crates, boxes, and things over to one of the larger ships. And you can tell that it's one of the larger ships just because of the mast and the sails. You see a bunch of people carrying heavy objects from what appear to be one of the buildings over in that area. Whether or not that's a storage or whether or not that's Torga stuff, there's no way to discern from here. But you can tell beyond just the small loading up the fishing gear, this looks like there's some sort of transport that's happening.
I'm gonna go back in and I'm going to tell the others what I've just saw, and I'm going to say I'm going to quickly scout that out to see if it's anything of.
how loud do you say that? Is that amongst whispers or
Yeah, whisper just for the group here.
okay?
And I'm talking to the bartender, probably talking about like looking around, like if there's a stage, like asking him like where he'd want me to set up.
Absolutely not. There is no stage.
Yeah.
In fact, looking
That's
around,
still.
you don't even know how he would accommodate a group of people. There's literally 2 tables, maybe 8 chairs, and maybe a 10-foot space with nothing in it. But there's
Yeah.
no way this could accommodate a solid group of people. Like, even just the 5 of you standing there, it's not uncomfortable, but you feel like you would be bumping into each other if you were trying to move around quickly.
I noticed that you don't exactly have the setup for a big concert type thing, but maybe a private event for the speaker and a couple of his friends I could perform. He might, invite some of his friends who think he'd be down for that. A bard coming to town isn't a unheard of occasion. He could invite uh, some of his more wealthier folks. They could have dinner and request some songs and entertain them for a while.
You see him really starting to think about it, and you can see the wheels turning as he's trying to picture, like looking around, trying to like see the decor and how he could possibly fix it up. And you can vision this in his head as he's just really thinking about it. Yeah, I think we could do something like that. And he pulls up a much smaller box and pulls out a key from his pocket and opens it up and pulls out a tiny notebook, and he's looking at it. It doesn't look like the speaker has anything going on tonight. Would you be...
Why don't you go and ask him to be here tonight and invite some of his friends? Especially if he has any any friends that are just happen to be in town this week. That would be this would be a nice event for them, just to have a bard came to town, happens to be willing to do a private event.
Yeah, for sure. And he shuts it and lock and key, puts it back under, and you can see him put the key back into his pocket. And oh man, today's gonna be a better day. Things might be okay. Thank you guys so much for your hospitality.
But
here's that. Did I already give you the key to the second room?
No.
And he reaches back and grabs you the key and gives it to you. Just they're on either end of the hall. Sorry, they're split. It's the best I could do. I don't know why. He wanted the window overlooking the... There's a big window in that center room, and he wanted to knock down the walls. But yeah, man, maybe if... That'd be really great. I'll try to get some goods together, and we can have a big dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And of course, your meals are free. This is amazing. Thank you.
And what time should I plan to be back here and ready to perform?
You'll hear the bell. It's around closing hours. When you hear the bell, that means it's about an hour before the fishermen get back in. That's around closing time where everybody comes in for dinner. So that's probably about when the speaker will be ready for food.
Okay. All right. Yeah, make sure to let him know to invite any of his friends.
Oh,
that
I
he'd
sure
want to
will.
enjoy
Yeah,
it with.
the wealthy ones. I'll see.
Oh.
Perfect. Well, if you need anything, don't hesitate to let me know.
No, I can't think of it. Nothing comes to mind.
Well, make yourself at home. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna...
Did Barrett already give my name?
No.
Just said I was a bard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give a fake name. Let me just think of real quick. Jeffrey.
Tommy Thompson.
You're gonna give
Tommy
him Jeffrey.
Thompson. Tommy Thompson.
Tommy Thompson.
I like that better.
All right.
Whimsy.
That's
Quimsy?
all right with you.
Yeah, Tommy
No,
Thompson's fine.
I was thinking
Uh,
Bart the Bard.
Tommy Thompson, traveling bard.
Oh, Tommy, you're awesome. I haven't. It's a pleasure to meet you. I feel so. I'm Owen. Owen Tarsnell.
Yeah. Thank you, Owen. And I'll when he when I tell him my name, I'll prestidigitate a calling card. It only lasts 12 seconds. And
Okay.
hand it to him.
Yeah. How do you spell Tommy Thompson? You just how do you spell?
Tommy
Okay.
Ehomson.
Okay. I just wanted to see if you had a double letter. As he looks at the card and he sees that you have 2 M's, he's like, "Oh, my name has 2 N's in Owen." My mom thought it would be fun to add another letter on there. That's so cool. We're practically brothers.
Practically.
And then he, the card just disappears in his hand.
Yeah.
And how did you do that?
Bard never reveals his secrets.
Well, hopefully you perform more tricks later. And we will
Will
go
do,
ahead
will do.
and finish it off right there.